Oh my gosh, why is no, oh man. Alright, welcome back to another video, and today we will be taking on the Wall of Flesh. In the last episode, we fought the Star Scouter, and we're successful in actually beating it. It took us many tries, but after changing weapons, buying buffs, and going broke, we were able to beat it. And today, hopefully it won't take any more than 2 or maybe even 3 tries for the Wall of Flesh. Because if it takes more, then I'm gonna cry. For buffs, we got Iron Skin, Swiftness, as well as Regen. And then the Night Owl and Shine, just so mobile viewers can actually see what's happening. This is a rather long elevator, or I guess not elevator, underworld bridge. So it should hopefully be good. There's no arena buffs such as like campfires or heart lanterns. But hopefully we won't need those. Hopefully. No promises. For the hungries, I would recommend using a good AoE weapon such as the Jar of Mayonnaise or Jar of Mayo. And then for the actual Wall of Flesh, just like a single target high damaging one should be more than sufficient. I would also recommend not getting hit by the lasers, as those do damage, which is something we want to avoid. Guitar pick, there we go. Actually, I didn't even switch it. So far, we're not doing the best. I think additional buffs would help a ton, but we're also not doing too bad. I don't know how much of the underworld bridge that we've used so far, but it can't be that bad. The worst part, or at least I'm pretty sure that at some point the Wall of Flesh will summon more hungries, but it looks like we will not be getting there. Now we have the same buffs, but with Heart Reach, Rage, Wrath, Endurance, Creativity, Wrath, Earworm, Frenzy, and Blood Potion. All of these, except for the Wrath, Endurance, and Heart Reach, are, well, I guess I could just say these 4 are thorium specific, and it should help with Bardic Inspiration Regeneration, as well as, I think, the damage. I guess not with the actual regeneration, but just like getting more inspiration from the dropped inspiration. So we still have to kill things in order to get it. Also, we did die about the halfway mark, so that's not really all that good. But we do need another voodoo demon as well as the guy to come back anyways. So we will have time, I guess, to extend it out. So instead of actually extending it myself, I just made an Instabridge, which is made with like 1,000 platform as well as mana stars and dynamite, and it should make a platform across the whole world. Now, would I do this every time? Probably not. But since the Bard is such a weak class just by itself, I feel like it would be justified here. But I have to do it high up enough so that, well, I guess maybe not, because it will clear out the platforms or any blocks above it. So we'll do it right there. So we get about this much space all throughout, and I guess a little space under it. Unless maybe that's just how I put it. But yeah, this should in theory be more than enough now. Plus it's completely straight, so there's no random curves. I'll just kind of go throughout while waiting for the voodoo demon, just making more space, or clearing out the space above it. Well, this is a conundrum. I guess I just didn't think that the lava would break it. So that will be a little problem for areas like this, but it shouldn't be too much to just replace it with full blocks or even the platforms itself. So other than that, like it should really just be in areas where there is already ash, so it shouldn't be that bad. Okay, so it took like the entire time to clear out above the platform of the entire underworld, which hopefully we won't need to use all of the underworld to do it. But I only got one voodoo demon from that. The whole like cleaning up thing bit. Plus a full inventory. But I mean, hey, it'll work, I guess. Hopefully. Not to mention all the additional buffs. I guess I I guess I got even more just from clearing out all the like uh, obsidian houses. The only problem now is the lack of inspiration regeneration. That's just something I need more of, and I think that would make this much easier. But already, the Nocturne is actually much better for dealing with the Hungries. And my base assumption would be that it'd also be pretty good for doing damage to the actual wall of flesh, as it does pretty good damage overall. So you just gotta keep your distance, get ready for them lasers, and then keep circling the freed hungries until they just get hit by your shots, because you don't really want to spend your inspiration on targeting just those. Or at least I don't really want to. You also don't want to be too far back, otherwise your shots won't be able to reach the wall of flesh. So that's another thing you kind of have to balance. But too close and then you won't have enough time to react to the lasers, which won't be good because then you'll get hit by the lasers and then die. You know, that whole shebang. You also would want to target the bottom eye just because it takes more damage overall. So and with such a weak class, you want to get as much damage as you can. So targeting that bottom eye will definitely help. Okay, Wall of Flesh is like nearly half, or I guess he is a little bit past half health, which is really good. I'm also past half health, which isn't as good. But as long as I have good movement and whatnot, we should be good. And if I can get this heal in time, we should also be good. Not to mention just not getting hit by them lasers. Okay, we are nearly dead, which isn't good. I have about 10 seconds left on potion cooldown, so if I can survive till then, we should be good. Okay, we're good now. The wall of flesh looks to be like about 1/5 health left, so we're nearly there. Honestly, I'm not even sure how I'm dealing damage at this point because the hungries seem to always be there, so I'm not really sure what's hitting it. Nearly dead once more. Always not a very fun thing to be at. Okay, we got that heal. I think we are at past the halfway point. But the wall of flesh has like 1/6 health left, maybe? Honestly, hard to tell at this point. It's just nearly dead. I'm even closer though, so that's not good. Oh, okay, that was not a good idea. Oh man, that was close. Yeah, we're definitely past the halfway point on that. Oh man. Man, that was close. That was close. Okay, well we didn't get a voodoo demon, but we did get the guy to move in. Hopefully we can drop him in lava before he dies. That's the abyssal whistle. Oh, the abyssal bunny. Cool, cool, cool. But we went all out on buffs. All buffs that will either help the bard class or maybe just not directly buff it. As well as campfires all throughout this first half, and I think like this first fourth has heart lanterns. So let's just hope that we can actually do it this time. We have all of the goods, not to mention, healing potions. But yeah, we should be really good, or, well, I mean, I'm already really good, but we should be good for this run. This should be the run. Okay, we've just passed the halfway point of the health, and we haven't even gotten to the midpoint of the underworld bridge. This is already much better, as with having more health means more risky moves, which means more damage. Of course, unless you don't really have much health, that was not a very good time to, say all that because I had like very little to no health and still do. But yeah, already much better, very close. I'm like consistently close to death. Well, when am I not consistently close to death, you know? Still got the heart lanterns, which is good. I did not. Okay. You see, we're getting better. We're getting better. I hope. I really don't know. And I really don't want to have another Star Scouter as well as a the shoot, what was it? The Barry Champion moment. I would not like to have another one of those. I don't know how helpful the feather falling is, but I'll get it again. You know what? I'm gonna bring in a summon. So the wild flesh will be ever so slightly tainted, but honestly, I think it would be worth doing instead of having to fight it like 20 times. Because that's not very fun for me. That increases spawn rate, sentries, has the flame debuffs. You know, that would be helpful, because I have the Inferno Potion. And the guide is here. Plus, another Voodoo Demon. Which is good. The more of them, the better, I suppose. But hopefully I only need the one that I already have in my inventory. But worst case, I have two. All those same buffs, plus a few new ones that I don't really think is really worth mentioning, since this should hopefully be the last time we have to do the Wall of Flesh. If it's not, then, well, that sucks. Because if I can't do this, and this is on Master Mode, but if I can't do this, man, I would be really sad. Like, real sad. I think the main problem is the lack, like, there's no potion, there's like no mana potion to regain all my bardic inspiration, which sucks. Because if there was, then this would be much easier, but there isn't. I just have to wait for my guy to breathe, you know? Or maybe he just has to think, I don't know. That's the problem with the Bard class. There's no way to quickly regain more bardic inspiration. Much like how there is the mana stars that drop from enemies, there's the bardic inspiration notes, but those, much like the mana stars, have a chance to drop and probably recover, I would assume, like around the same amount as mana does, but you just have much less bardic inspiration in comparison to how much mana you get. And not to mention that there's no modifier to increase your bardic inspiration, because if there was, I would reforge all of my weapons, no, tools to that. Tools, accessories, all my accessories to whatever that is. But sadly, I do not think there is one, nor do I care to go broke just cycling through all the modifiers for your accessories. Oh hey, the guide's already back. Sick. So I guess if we lose this one, we will have it'll be pretty quick to get the next fight going. But hopefully we won't lose this one, because if we do, that would suck. We're at the halfway point of the Underworld Bridge, and we are about 3/4 of the way done of the actual fight. So we're doing good. And I also have to remember to refresh my Bloom Guard and Weed Killer thing every few seconds, just so that it can still help out some. Oh, and then I forgot about about my summoning potions, so that's some wasted protection there. But yeah, we're nearly there. Hopefully I don't choke, both physically or both literally and figuratively, because that would suck. Both figuratively and literally. But we are doing good. Still, like, panicking on the inside. Because this is, like, I think the third take? I usually can beat Wall of Flesh within 3 tries, I think it usually is at. But yeah, refresh the plant thingies, and then just keep flying up and down to avoid the lasers. The Feather Falling Potion is actually very helpful for this, because if you just kind of just wiggle as you go down, up and down, I guess, it's a lot easier to avoid the lasers. Now, is it perfect? Of course not, because this is Terraria. The game likes to kill you and punish you in every way flippin' possible. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try, you know? Has about 1400 health left. I have about none. Wait, man, this is crazy. This should not be this difficult. No, that's not summons. These are. I think this is a sentry, right? I think so. We'll use it too, I guess. Do I don't think I don't know if I have enough money to get everything, which sucks. Oh, I have 52 gold. That should be enough. We want the bouncing. Actually, that I don't know if that how much that helps. So for now, we'll hold off on that. Back to vanilla. Heart, reach, endurance. Grab summoning. Wrath, rage, inferno. We'll grab some feather falling. Thorns. That should be good, I think. There is a sentry one. Yeah, the artillery potion, which would help with the weed eater, because it's a sentry. So if we do not beat it on this try, this take, then it will be a part one of 2 parts. Hopefully only 2 parts, but if it turns out to be 3 parts, then that sucks, because it shouldn't be this hard to beat the Wall of Flesh. And I feel like sticking with the Nocturne is the best bet. And the mouthpiece, like all of these musical instruments, all give plus 5% increase symphonic playing speed, even if it's not the same weapon type. The only difference is this one gives string instruments, like the Nocturne, an extra bounce, which at first may seem helpful, but really isn't all that helpful, since the idea is that you're shooting directly at the Wall of Flesh and not trying to do any fancy doohickery or anything and try to bounce it off of anything, because it's not really all that helpful. Which is why I was just sticking with the mouthpiece, in case I end up going back to the pan flute or even the Song of Fire and Ice. That way I didn't have to quickly switch an accessory slot. Other than that, I feel like I probably could have better accessories, but I don't really think so. I just hope that we can do it this time. We did add an additional potion, which is for the Weed Eater. Really only the Weed Eater. I didn't drink it yet, so that's why there's only the one. The guide is here, but we do got the Voodoo Doll. Buff up. Place down sentries and whatnot, and hope for the best, really. Okay, very close. Can't choke now. Don't really want to choke, because I don't think I have enough money to get any more buffs, which hopefully we don't need to. That was so. Oh my gosh, why is it? No! Oh man. Okay. Well, you know what that means. It means it's gonna be a part one of the part two episode thingy ding ding. But yeah, if you enjoyed watching today's video and find yourself coming back, I would appreciate it if you could have subscribed, so that you'll be notified when my next video comes out. And I also have a Discord server. It's a little bit quiet right now, but with your help we can make it lively and fun together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later when we hopefully take the wall of flesh down.